global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Serious issues are coming up as it has to do with the emergency rule in Rivers State. The president, March 18, we already know the story that he suspended. Similarly, for Barra declared state of emergency. But right now, it seems as though the fight has been taken beyond the shores of Nigeria, as National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, has petitioned U.S. President Donald Trump directly. And you get to hear what their position is in respect to emergency rule declared by Bola Tinubu and approved by the two chambers, talking about Godswill Akpabio's late Senate and Abbas' late House of Representatives. Let's dive into full details and get to hear what the penalties are recommended for them and which it's already on the table of Donald Trump right now. Now, according to the news, the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, has petitioned U.S. President Donald Trump calling for a visa ban on Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, and Rivers State Sole Administrator Vice Admiral Iborete A.K. Ibas, retired. The group, which operates from the United States, made the appeal in a letter addressed directly to Trump at the White House. The document was signed by the Executive Director of NADECO USA, Lloyd Uku, who described the move as necessary to defend democracy and hold complicit actors accountable. The letter read thus, and I quote, it said, the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO US, wishes to bring to your attention a pressing matter of great concern regarding the erosion of democratic principles in Nigeria. On March 18, 2025, President Bola Tinubu declared an unfounded and unconstitutional state of emergency in Rivers State. He used this declaration to fraudulently grant himself extraordinary powers as outlined in the Nigerian Constitution, allowing him to suspend democratically elected governor of Rivers State, Mr. Similarly Fubara, his deputy, Dr. Ngozi Odu, and the members of the State House of Assembly. He consequently appointed retired Vice Admiral Iborete Ibas as administrator of Rivers State, an act that violates both the Nigerian Constitution and internationally recognized democratic principle. It is crucial to note that the president's illegal action could not have succeeded without the support of the Senate led by Senate President Senator Godswill Akpabio, as well as the current Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Tajuddin Abbas. This action not only undermines the democratic foundations of Nigeria, but also disregards the will of the people of Rivers State, who elected their governor through a lawful democratic process. As a global champion of democracy, the United States has a vested interest in promoting and protecting democratic values worldwide. In light of this, I respectfully request that the President direct the United States Department of State to impose a visa ban on Senate President Senator Godswill Akpabio and his family, Speaker of the House of Representatives Mr. Tajuddin Abbas and his family, and the illegal administrator Mr. Ibas along with his entire family. This measure would serve as a strong statement in support of democracy and the rule of law in Nigeria, reinforcing the United States' commitment to these fundamental principles. By taking this action, the United States will send a clear message that it will not tolerate any action that undermines democracy and the will of the people. I believe this measure will be proportionate response to the serious involvement of Senator Akpabio, Mr. Abbas, and Mr. Ibas in this undemocratic act. NADECO US later also revealed that the organization was making effort to consider a similar visa ban request for Senator Akpabio and his family, Mr. Abbas and his family, and Mr. Ibas and his family from the United Kingdom and the European Union. According to them, in addition to the action mentioned above, NADECO US will utilize all available legal and political avenues, both democratically and internationally, to ensure that Senator Akpabio, Mr. Ibas, and Mr. Abbas and their associates are held accountable for their harmful effort to undermine Nigeria's engaging democracy or Nigerian emerging democracy and destabilize not only Rivers State but the entire Niger Delta. And lastly, Nadeko USA would appreciate your consideration of this request and your subsequent action. I am confident that you, as the President of the United States of America, through the Department of State and your embassy in Abuja, will continue to promote and support democratic values in Nigeria. That was the letter they sent to the United States President. It has been addressed directly to him. So, which means with how coordinated, US is right now, it is on the table of Donald Trump. And we all know who Donald Trump is. He's an action man, He's a man who does not play with any move to undermine democracy. My colleague is in the house, and we just want to talk about this. Do you think that this will serve as a deterrent for the president and will cause them to look back, into the decision they took against Rivers State?
Let's tell ourselves the truth. Donald Trump had a lot in his table. There's so much on the table of Donald Trump. And I can tell you almost for free that the least of his worries is actually Nigeria.
But you say the least of his worry is Nigeria, but he has also enlisted us as one of the countries they shouldn't come close to.
Because of the way the country is being run.
And you feel
he's
that
trying
he
to
will
protect his own citizens, since the president of Nigeria is not protecting his. Now, we were looking at a global picture. We are looking at Israel here. Iraq is on one corner. Iran is on one corner. Russia, Putin, China, all of that's boiling around Israel and the rest. And literally they're dragging United States into the center of it, and we have the NATO, we have a whole lot of international politics being played here, and I don't think Donald Trump want to drag another issue on the table, especially the one that can avoid. People are even saying pick your troubles. He's trying to pick the ones that are heavyweight so that he can send the message across. Now, for if he decides to give visa ban, these are internal issues of a country. Okay, we should have a constitution or an enabling government that should, punish erring principles like this. And if we knew that, or if we have,
but they're in power, how would you punish them?
How then did we find ourselves enabling leaders who will end up, ruling with impunity?
It has happened.
Okay, now that it has happened, the worst case that can happen is, let's hope that, in all sincerity, that the person of Donald Trump will look into Nigerians. I can't forget what he said to Buhari. When Buhari came along, we just wondered, is this a good president? This kind of lifeless person, this kind of, Donald Trump is one person that he can't hide his feelings. I
think he didn't invite our president.
He has never
his inauguration. Talking about Tinubu.
The one thing I like about Donald Trump, he's an action person, and he does not know how to hide his feelings. You would understand. You would agree with me that internationally, Ibrahim Traore is one person that everybody looks on with respect. And I can say this almost for free, that Donald Trump may not have said it, but he has this respect for that Ibrahim Traore. And I believe that if someone like Peter becomes in, it will become nicer. But the question is, will Donald Trump truly look the way of Nigeria and do the visa ban? I sincerely doubt it.
All right, let's